Breaking news. President Biden appears to have gotten lost once more, and who knows if he will ever find his way off the stage.
Has been lost before and had his dear wife to help him with chocolate pudding and a fresh baby wipe and a helping hand off the stage, but not this time.
My clock, my watch phone thingy just went off, said it was 7 o'clock. I'm like, you're a little off there.
Yeah, 2 hours too late.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get a little bit more people here because I think everybody's sleeping in.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Let me see. There was fireworks at where was this at? In California, San Diego, California. I'll show the video later, but everybody's out there for hours waiting for the fireworks to go off, and whoops, they set one off and it set all of them off in 1 second.
Oh no.
So that was like, and everybody's like, woo, that was the best fireworks ever. And it got up and left.
It's like the grand finale in the beginning.
I was like, wow. Hey, Tammy. We got Dee Dee in here.
Good morning, everybody.
Jennifer and Mr. Dig Deeper himself.
Good morning again.
Good morning again. We got Batgirl in here.
Batgirl, I like that. I used to. The girls would say something to me about whatever, and I'd be like, "I'm Batmom."
Hey, Christy. Been a while. Yes, it has. I haven't seen you in here for a long time. Okay. Our first thing here, it's probably not too important, but I've got some other videos kind of go with it, but it's more Biden again, you know, doing his thing. I'll go ahead and play it here.
By the way, I'm proud to be, as I said, the first vice president, first black woman to serve with a black president. I'm proud to have all the first black woman in the Supreme Court. There's just so much that we can do because together there's nothing. Look, this is the United States. By the way, I'm proud to be, as I said.
Yeah, he did call himself a black woman and a vice president in this interview.
Wow.
Again, it's Biden. I just, somebody, whoever's in, there's, every time I turn around, there's talk of him, some staff member or something hearing that he wants to drop out. And then we get, you know, I'm not dropping out. So I think somebody's forcing him to stay in when he doesn't want to be, is what I think. And here you get to see his code words that, you know, the staff is giving him to shut up.
Oh no.
You know, tell him to stop talking and everything. He says it right on out here. He actually, yeah, here, I'll go ahead and
One last thing. You know, I used to think when I was a senator, there were always congestion on the highways. There's no congestion anymore. None. We go on the highway, there's no congestion. And so the way they get me to stop talking, they'll say, we just shut down all the roads, Mr. President. You're going to lose all the votes if you don't get in. But anyway, I'll be back out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Thank you.
Yeah, that you know, that gets him to stop talking. But evidently, he messed up and said the code word to shut up and stop talking.
Yeah, shut down the road.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And we'll put one more for Biden. We got to give him a little bit of. We'll give him some props. You know, this is New Hampshire. New Hampshire really knows how to support their. Yeah. uh, oh, 12 seconds. I'll go ahead and play it again in case you missed it. Like one float. Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Go New Hampshire.
It's funny how they can't get more people rallied together for him.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a gag or if that actually that's all the people they can get in New Hampshire. But I thought New Hampshire was, a Democratic state. So I don't know.
Wow. If you blinked, you would have missed it.
Yeah. Our next one here is oh, I forgot to shut that off. Our next one, now I'm not sure if people care about this or not, but it's about crypto and whatnot. So right now would be the perfect time to get into a lot of the crypto because it's going down so low right now. Singapore, London, July 5th. Bitcoin was set for the biggest weekly fall in more than a year on Friday as traders fretted over likely dumping of tokens from defunct Japanese exchange and further selling by leverage players after the cryptocurrency strong run. So basically it dropped 8% in a day. Now this seems like a lot. No, $53,000 for one coin. But it was over 70,000 I think a couple months ago.
Wow.
And last year it was $70,000. Now this is not the only one that's dropping. There's a lot of court things going on that has crypto running and whatnot, and that's one of the things. The difference between Biden and Trump. Trump initially was not for crypto and stuff. He's since changed his mind, and a lot of people in crypto are going to be voting for for Trump just because of that, which will probably bring the price up like crazy once a lot of this stuff is lifted. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff in this, and it's not the market or anything. It's totally different. Crypto is its own little thing, but I thought I would drop that a little bit of knowledge there on that.
Yeah.
Because there might be somebody out there into the crypto thing. See, I've got a little bit, not like thousands of dollars or anything. It's like $5-10 here and there, but I've got some things in certain cryptos that once it goes up, I take out my money that I put in and just let the profits go up or down in some cases. But that way I don't have nothing in it. And it's a safe way to do the crypto stuff. That's my theory on it.
Some people are really smart in that stuff.
Oh yeah. If I was to like watch it all the time, and wait for what they call bull runs and all that stuff, and it's just too time consuming for me. I just let it go and come back in a few months and see if it did anything.
Right.
I think it's Hezbollah launches big attack on Israel. Sonic booms rattle Beirut. Again, another party or region is attacking Israel, and it's all because they're going into Gaza and everything, which is the reason why they're going after the T word for the bad guys, which is protecting their country. We would do it. We have done it before. It's nothing new that other countries don't do when there's a bad element somewhere in another country. We go in, or people go in and try to eliminate that problem.
Right.
But yeah, they launched more than 200 rockets and swarm drones at 10 Israel military sites in retaliation for killing I don't know, blah commander in the South Wednesday. And commander to be killed by Israel during a conflict. Again, if you're in a conflict and somebody gets killed, they chose to be in that conflict.
Exactly.
Yeah, and yeah, here's a picture of some of the ones that's going off right here, but Israel's, it's like 200. Unfortunately, people do get hurt in these little show of force things. That's the bad side of it. But yeah, let's go into another, and I think this one's kind of cool though. This is Mount Etna in Sicily. I'll go ahead and show the video here. Yeah, that's a doozy over there.
Yeah, sight to see.
Yeah, I think they're. I know it's destructive and everything, but it's still kind of a beautiful thing to look at.
It's magnificent, but it can be so destructive.
Yeah. But it kind of makes you look really small once, because everybody looks at that and it's like way far away. Those things are so massive. Those little splashes. It kind of looks like little splashes. Thousands of gallons of lava spewing out of that. But that's over in Sicily. There ain't much information about it. Just, it's a volcano, but yeah. And we have, and I've talked about this before about the F-16s that they're promised to Ukraine and everything. Well, they'll have to be patient because nobody knows how to fly them. Again, now it's coming out after I said something last time about it, that there's just nobody that can fly them. Yeah, the pilot training is on delay because they're not up to speed for these jets. I'll put it that way. I'm trying to be nice, but that's the main thing. And so yeah, they won't be getting these anytime soon, which is probably good because it's millions of dollars for just one airplane. Not to mention how many they're promised. So again, probably a good thing that they're not forking them over, because more than likely they'd be destroyed before they got off the ground.
Right.
Because Russia is targeting these, not only these aircraft, but the other aircraft. Because last week when I talked about the bombing or the missile attack on that airstrip, those aircraft, nobody could fly those either. And they were delivered and then destroyed. Surprise. And keeping with that, we'll go ahead and see what Putin has to say on this. Well, it's not on that, but it's on talking about Trump.
But the fact that Mr. Trump, as a presidential candidate, says that he's ready and wants to stop the war in Ukraine, we take that very seriously. Well, I haven't seen his ideas on how exactly he's going to do that, and that is the key question. But I have no doubt that he says that sincerely, and we support that.
Yep. That's pretty and that's evidently the exact thing he said, because a lot of times you'll get in the news them saying one thing in Russian and somebody interprets it and says something totally different.
Right.
This came from a Russian site and was interpreted and everything. So he's all for Trump stopping the war, which would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Because look at all the countries right now UK, France, soon to be Germany, a couple other ones. They're having votes to, elections and whatnot, and they're going for the person who doesn't want to put more money into this silly thing that they're doing in Ukraine. So you're getting all these countries that want nothing to do with it because the people are tired of paying for something they have nothing to do with. Look at all the money that we've sent them in the last years. I think we're well over $200 billion. I know we're at the age to where there's billionaires and millionaires and stuff, but imagine $200 billion. They could give everybody in the United States like $30,000 or $40,000 each.
Jeez.
And still have money left over.
Right.
That's how much money has been sent there. Not to mention equipment. And this is not just our country. This is other countries, and they're tired of it, and they're voting those people out that are supporting that, which they should. Now, What Life sent me this one. This is kind of interesting. Let me go ahead and pop it up here. They unearthed a 600-foot prehistoric monument. Let me go ahead and play it here. And I got it muted because of the music. But you could only see the tippity top, and they were building a road and came across this thing, 600 foot. And they're not entirely sure a lot of the origins of this either yet, because there's going to be a lot of digging if it's 600 feet. Yeah, right here is where they show the picture of it. And they're saying it was built 2500 BC or 2000 BC, between that time, which the 2000 would be older. But yeah, that is what I take it the monument looks like.
That's quite the find.
Yeah.
It's some kind of structure that was.
Yeah.
It's before Christ.
Yeah. And if Bigfoot was up here, he'd probably give us some
history.
The history of what was going on during that time period.
Right.
Yeah, so I thought that was real interesting. And it'll be interesting to keep up with it, see what they find out.
Yeah, that would be definitely something that would be interesting to keep up on.
Yeah. And right now everybody's going and talking about the weather and how hot it is and whatnot, and you watch your YouTubers and they talk about that's the first thing to say, oh, it's been so hot here and this and that, and you hear it all over.
It's summertime, and this is the way it's always been. And as far as, I won't say the word, but as far as change and whatnot, there's these happenings that happen.
Yep.
It's like it's like 100-year floods. This hasn't happened in 50 years, and this hasn't happened. Well, they're saying that this hasn't happened since 2011, but we've had other hot climate years.
Yep.
But again, it's happened in 2011. Here we are in 2024. So it's not like it's a catastrophic change. This has happened before.
Yeah, and it's always going to happen. And this is a history of July statewide high temperature records. These are records in July. Okay, if you sit there and look at these, there's a color code, but there are some like South Carolina in 1887. I'm sure it went way higher than that in the years before, but this is when they first started keeping track of the temperature and stuff. So you figure 1887, that's the record. 1887 is record for South Carolina. New York is 1926. It got to 108. That's the record, and mind you, this is in July, so there may be hotter months. Texas was 2005, 117. And let's go over to Georgia, 1952. Yeah, 112. Now that doesn't count for the heat index, because that's been a new thing for the last few years that they invented or something.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
Yeah. 1905, 127 in Arizona. Now look at this one, 134 degrees in 1913 in California. That's a hot day there.
Sure
Now,
is.
I look at some of these temperatures through here, and you would never think that some of these states would get that hot. But look at some of these up here, 120, 121, 118, so forth. And I do believe the hottest one was the California. Even Alaska hit 99 degrees. Hawaii.
But they scream that about the climate.
Yeah. And it's global warming.
Mm-hmm.
But global warming, evidently has been going on for thousands of years, which it has. But it's not global warming, it's the weather cycle.
Yep.
And I thought this was a cool little thing to show everybody that,
Definitely, because it puts it right out there. It's like a lot of people right now in today's day and age thinks that Tornado Valley has moved, and I said no, it's happened before.
Yeah, about every 100 and some years it moves up, and then it goes back down again.
Yes, so we've got 10-year, we've got 20-year, we've got 50-year, you've got 70-year, you got 80-year. It just happens every so many years. But because of the newly born generations, they've never seen or heard anything like that before. So it's easy just to throw it's this, and it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I'm glad you showed that.
Yep, that's all it is. And the thing is, we've only just, in the last 100 years, started collecting the data for a lot of this stuff.
Right.
Just think how many years before that that there was blizzards in July or something like that, and they thought the world was come to end, but that was like the 1,000-year blizzard or something like that.
Right. And I guess if you can't handle the heat, you can always come out at nighttime when the sun's off.
Unless you're in Alaska where it stays on all the time. Well, certain times of the year. And that's
Right.
the thing. It's like, imagine the people who were in Alaska or just moved to Alaska and complain that they can't go to sleep because the sun's up all the time.
Right.
Oh, that's normal. It does that every so often, you
Right.
know.
Or the other part of the time where the sun doesn't shine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What happened to the sun, you know?
it's dark all the time.
It's a cycle.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Something just popped up that was breaking news. I don't know. Okay. Now I do these from time to time, talking about, you know, government trying to take away. Well, not trying. They have taken away religion, but this town in Idaho banned any religious symbols in the parade. I'll go ahead and play the video after this, but the town wasn't having it. And basically they came out full force, which is good. There should be more of this going on, because too often it's just, you know, you see something like this or you hear about it at your in your newspapers, if you still have newspapers, or on a Facebook post that, oh, the city council said that we can't pray or do this or do that, or whatever the case may be. And then it's, you know it goes in one ear out the other and says, oh, it's the government. Yeah. And don't do nothing about it. These people actually went out and did something. I'm gonna go ahead and play the video here, which is good. I mean, there's probably some in here that, you know, didn't partake in it, but I'm glad there was a lot that came out and did. Yeah, I love all the crosses in the crowd there. And believe it or not, this is what our country was founded on. In God we trust. I mean, it used to be in broadcasted and all that stuff. But I'm really glad that they came out and got it overturned, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't see why that wouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, you know, everybody's worried about hurting other people's feelings and stuff, and they realize that all the ones that were afraid to hurt their feelings are just like a little 1% of the population, or something in that range. And they're
Maybe.
finding out that, you know, there's a good majority that care about the country and what it stands for and stuff.
Right. And they're not concerned with having a whole month.
Yeah. Oh, and here's this I kind of went through all that news really quick. Here's the video of the fireworks And I guess this was in July 4th, 2012. I thought it was, you know, happened yesterday, but evidently it was thought it would be a 17-minute show. It ended up being 30 seconds long. Let me go ahead and brighten up the screen here. The lady at the end. This is the best fire show ever.
That was hilarious.
30 seconds of it.
It's massive.
But that is cool, though.
It is. It is. I had the of this incident just like, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago. Our friend Jeff always puts up an amazing display, better than the towns do, right up there at his property. And someone was playing around on the side and he told them to wait. Well, they didn't listen.
Oh.
And one of the somethings went over to the cart that Jeff was doing, and a bunch of them went off at the same time, which was awesome and amazing. But the problem is he got a little burnt. So that was pretty bad. Yeah, he was okay, but yeah, we all kind of were checking on him through every day for the next couple of weeks, because it happens, and it happens so fast.
Yeah, and the black powder burns suck.
Yeah,
They get really infected and stuff like that.
Now, he was laid up for a while, and he takes down trees for a living, so you can just imagine that he wasn't doing that for a little while either.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure everybody's seen the pictures of the X-rays of people's hands that hold firecrackers and M80s and all that stuff. They had a big old list or a picture array of people's hands and stuff, and they show this video of this guy holding some and throwing it. It goes off and everything, but it said some of them don't. And then they showed all these pictures of their X-rays of their hands being blown apart and stuff.
Ooh.
It happens a lot. I mean, I can't say anything because I did the same thing when I was young too. So used to hold on to the bottle rockets.
Oh yeah.
We used to dare each other hold, and this was when there was a thing called lady fingers. They were small little firecrackers, but they still hurt. Yeah.
Lucky you got your hands.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's one thing that surprised me, which I imagine later today I will probably see a bunch of these videos on my feed, is the fireworks.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I was kind of surprised I only seen maybe 1 or 2 videos of fireworks. Because usually you can always guarantee that when it snows, somebody's going to make a video of the snow. When it's, storming out, there's going to be a video of it, and fireworks.
I usually do record the fireworks, but
Yeah.
I didn't.
And this is cool. And I don't know if it's the tryouts for the Olympics or whatever the case may be. I don't know when it was or anything. It could have been a few years ago, or it could have been yesterday, as far as I know. And this guy is doing a pole vault, and he stops dead, and this is why. try to find the flag. Now, if everybody had that, that pride to sit there and stop, and he got a disqualification for that run, because you're allowed 3 before you're disqualified completely. But he stopped right then and there because he heard his national anthem.
Yeah.
And why we need more of that. Not, bending a knee and for what maybe no reason at all. I know the reason why it actually started, because there used to be an interview with Kaepernick or whatever a guy's name is, but he changed his story because he was pissed about something that was happening in the coaching and stuff like this, because he showed up late and they were going to bench him and stuff like that and whatnot. So I'm going to take a knee, and he gets down on his knee, and he realized that a lot of people were upset and whatnot. And then he changed his story about, oh, I'm making millions and millions of dollars, but I've been oppressed and all that stuff. And that's why I'm taking the knee. And then it caught on after that, because, oh, he got attention, so I'm going to do it too. That's the original story, and you can't. And there used to be a video on it too. That video has been erased because the very first interview he did is when he talked about being late for practice, and they were going to bench him. So that was his little protest because he was being benched.
Mm.
And then flipped it around.
Wow.
But yeah, we definitely need more patriotism in this country.
Yeah.
I'm not saying from the more or less from the younger people.
Right.
Kitty.
From everybody, everywhere.
Yeah.
Where they're at.
Yeah, because our, the Gen Z, Gen X, and whatnot, their flags on their shirts, and what's in there go? Oh no, this ain't the right one. Yeah, and too often you'll see there were a couple videos that I was going to put on here, but it turned my stomach to where I didn't even want to put them on there. Younger people burning the flags and saying how bad the country is, and I go to the country you support if you don't like it here.
Right.
Yeah. And I thought this was it's my cute video, so I had to play it. You watch all these military or policemen or whatever they are walking down here with their big mean police dogs, and we got and keep an eye on it toward the end too. And unfortunately, I have to have it muted. And I love his little dog. He's so proud of himself.
It looks like a corgi.
Yeah. Look. He got tired halfway through. He's in the backpack.
Aww.
I thought is so cute. The little puppy dog.
He's got corgis have very short legs.
Yeah. Got
Oh,
them big German shepherds. And you got this little guy in the background right there.
those dogs save so many lives.
Oh yeah. And a lot of them, a lot of them get awards and everything. It's
Yeah.
usually toward the handlers and stuff, and a lot of them are not treated very well when it comes their time to be retired and whatnot. And I do like a lot of like the police dogs and stuff. A lot of the um, people in the police department will actually take those dogs in.
Yes, yeah. I watched a movie not long ago about a girl who fought for her dog. Yeah, in the
Oh yeah.
in the military. I forgot the name of the movie, but it was excellent, and it was
Oh
a true.
yeah.
It was a true.
Um,
I cried.
yeah. After all those years,
Oh, yeah.
because the dog saved her life and whatnot.
Well, they were close,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after all those years, she came on the field, and that dog ran over to her.
Yeah. And she fought to take him home because they didn't think that the dog would be able to go from like that to like being able to be home with somebody in the population and
Yeah.
society. No, it was good. It was good. She got
Yeah.
it. She
Yeah.
fought for him just as much as he fought for her.
Yeah. That was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
And there's plenty of stories out there of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Here they have a ceremony and everything for a retired police dog, or unfortunately, in the awful event that there has to be a funeral,
Yeah.
they treat the dog just like a human would be. They have the same ceremony.
Hmm.
Yep.
Which they should.
Yep.
Yeah.
'Cause we have a lot of canine um, up here pertaining to all this, so we get to see it a lot.
Another thing crazy had in her news was about the dolphins and everything. Um, well, yesterday in Texas, I'm sure if you're in that area, there was 4 shark attacks in different locations in
Yesterday,
Texas, in the same area, but in in a different area. I can't play the videos because
no.
YouTube will smack me for it.
There was another shark attack that happened yesterday too, but it wasn't Texas. I just can't remember where it was. Kind of strange.
Yeah, and it could be um, the hurricane coming through. I guess I could show that too, so everybody can see what path it is. I mean, it's hitting a big chunk of land now, so it's going to slow
Isn't
down.
it? It's a category 3 right now, I think, storm.
It dropped down to 2 because it hit
Oh,
land.
did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Phew.
Window right there. But there's a tropical storm over there too, but um that's where it's at right now in that general location.
Is that
It's and they're also saying that there's possibilities of another one popping up from that. Hopefully not, because I mean storms are cool to watch and everything, but the destruction and uh injury and loss of life is not good.
no?
Um, but the only one that really, and I haven't seen too much, was Bahamas. Or no, that's this Jamaica. I'm getting as bad as the other guy saying
I remember.
this was Cuba down here.
Is it past the Caribbean yet, or is it that's where it's sitting now?
Yeah, this is right here is where it's at right now.
Okay.
Now projected, and again, they're saying when it gets through here, it's supposed to be tropical storm, but it actually kicks back up to a hurricane again. So depending what this location does, because there is this one moving out that way, so I don't know if that'll have anything to do with it or not. But South Texas area, kind of be ready. I'm sure they already are. They've been through it enough. But yeah, that's what we got going on there. And I think that's pretty much it for the hurricanes. There's plenty of tropical storms that may turn, but very doubtful. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, and what was it? This is a what life thing. So, I came across the sheep. What they call that sheep that they cloned?
Oh, I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, that the sheep was it's the anniversary
of when they cloned it.
Yeah, I forget where here it is. Dolly, yeah.
Dolly, yep. Now I remember.
1996.
Jeez.
Seems just like yesterday. And another thing I found interesting that was the oldest inhabited termite mounds.
Termites?
Yeah, that have been active for 34,000 years.
Ooh.
They've carbon dated the inside of this termite mound and found it 34,000 years old. It's still the same mound. Could you imagine that thing?
No.
How that thing survived for 34,000 years when, we can't even get, decking board the last 5 years.
Wow.
I guess they don't make them like they used to. Yeah, it's older than bear. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight or today. It's not nighttime yet.
It's morning. Today is July 5th, 2024.
And it's a Friday. I thought.
I woke up thinking it was Monday because Bigfoot had off yesterday. So I woke up and my clock was off with that. So somehow when I fell asleep and woke up, I woke up to thinking it was Monday. It was Monday and the clocks were flashing. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh. 2003.
Oh.
That's about the age they go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But they're celebrating the fact that they did it, I guess.
Yeah.
Was it like 25 years?
Yeah. You sit there and think about it though. It seems like it was just not too long ago, but
1996 was a minute ago anyway.
Yeah, it's you hear some of them songs and it's celebrating 30 years. What?
What?
Uh, but I plan on going live tonight at normal time, and I think hopefully 101's feeling better. He'll be live tonight because he was going live last night. Something came up. And we'll probably see you tonight. And hello those over on Twitter. And we'll see you tonight.